Well, good evening, all my little Digis. It is Renamon here, or Renafloof, as I like to call it. And, well, today it's going to be a Thoughts About a TV series. And since I was writing Renafloof here, I figured I would specifically talk about her series. I know. She was on the TV. Shocker, I know. For anyone that missed it, Renamon was in the third season of Digimon. And probably one of the best Digimon seasons that existed and still exists. So, let's talk about this. There may be some spoilers here in the story, so if you haven't watched it yet somehow and you're interested in it, you can stop here. I promise not to ruin the story too much here. I'll do my best, but if you want to go in purist, I don't know how you made it this far without hearing anything about the show, but this might not be a video for you. Anyway, for everyone else that's still sitting around here, we've just gotten through 2 seasons of Digimon, which were concurrent, were actually a continued story, effectively. And then this one looks at those Digimon shows that existed before this, and in this world, they were a TV show as well, and a card game. And now, in this world, Digimon come to life. And they come out of the digital world into the real world, as opposed to starting off with the humans being sucked into the digital world where they meet their buddies and they enjoy their life there. For most of the series, those did have some times where they came back out, but for the most part, those ones were mostly based in digital world for the majority of their show. This one, the majority of the show was based in the real world. The 3 main digital partners were Renamon, Guillemon, and Terriermon. So you had Renamon, the lovely Vulpus beauty here. Guillemon was a little dinosaur-y, and Terriermon being a cute little bunny. Now, obviously I have a thing for Renamon, otherwise this wouldn't exist. But the other 2 definitely were big draws. The characters they put into them really stood out. One of the biggest flaws the first series had was too many characters. You started with 7 and you got an 8th about halfway through. In fact, that was kind of a plot of the 3rd quarter, was they found the 8th child. The second series, they more or less had narrowed it down to 5 at a time, but occasionally they bring back some more of the old characters. So, again, so many characters at once. This one started with 3, and you spent most of the time with them, and occasionally side people. And near to the end, there were more partnered Digimons, but they weren't really a focus. They were more of a kind of a sideboard. They happened, they filled in some story gaps, and they were basically side characters, not mains. So that's not as big a flaw. It's an easier set of people to follow. Granted, the who's bad often would change throughout the show, which is not a bad thing. It kept you guessing. It kept you trying to figure out what's the bad guy, where's the bad guy, what are we trying to fight against. And some of the things in the end, I still find weren't 100% clear. Was this bad guy? Was this good guy? Was this both? If you watch the series, you'll probably find a lot of the people I'm referring to that fill in those kinds of holes. Renamon, definitely not bad guy. Renamon, good girl. It lasted a good long time, 50 some episodes. Uh, the character designs were beautiful. The dark elements of the bad people, bad critters, whatever, was really intense. It made you feel for the good side against the effectively the D Reaper and all of the incarnations it created, including one very creepy girl, which not gonna spoil that one. Creepy girl. Don't ever kill someone's Leomon. Ever. That could happen. Anyway, a lot of cool stuff happened. A lot of redemption stories. A lot of coming to themselves type stories where they get smarter, get more grown up, get more with it, and do their job of heroes better. So overall, it had mostly ups, very few downs, very few bleh episodes. Really got into a lot of things like when you digivolve, what happens? Are you stuck that way? How do you de-digivolve when you're done with the battle? And how do you deal with trying to hide critters like these in your real life world when your family can't know about them? So it's got a lot going on. It felt a lot of real world plus the fantasy having to be forced together. You need to learn from each other, learn what to do with the fantasy in the real world, which definitely helped make the story more fun. And the ending, I will definitely say, was sad. We finally get to the very end, but you knew it had to end at some point. This is one I really wish they could have made a part 2 of, another season of them, but I can understand they had a story, they told their story, and it got over. So that's a thing. I'd rather have a complete story than uh, a mess of trying to make a story part 2. Uh, yeah, overall, fun Digimon series. There's been a lot of them too, so I'll probably go over a few more of them later on here. Well, I got to my to talk about list. But for now, definitely want to thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you watched Digimon Season 3 or Digimon Tamers, as it is often named, and what you thought about it. Any characters you specifically really felt with, any ones you attached to, or any ones you hated. Because I can say there's a couple in there I wasn't so fond of, but you know, you're never going to have a perfect situation. Anyway, yeah, and hit the little dingly bell. Let's you know when I have a new video up there, and it makes YouTube happy, so please do that. And my Patreon link is in the description below. And I appreciate everyone that donates anything to it. It does help make my videos better, and I've not wasted anything yet. So, all that said and done, again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see all my digital fluffs here on future videos. So, you all be good, kids, and make sure to eat all your Guillemon bread, and I hope you all Digivolve soon. For work. Wow. I can get the mouse over there. I just can't hit buttons with these fingers.